The Royals traveled north of the border for opening day here at the Rogers Center. The Toronto Blue Jays played host, and they sent out their ace Marcus Stroman for opening day. He made 33 starts last year with a 4.41 ERA. And in the top half of the first inning, Craig Gentry, the new leadoff man, gets things started with a single past the glove of Travis. So he's on first. The stolen base threat is then immediately picked off. His first time on base, and he's picked right off. So we move on to the bottom half of the first. Danny Duffy gets the start for the Royals, 33 starts, 3.24 ERA for him in 2018. And then to start things off for his day, it's Devin Travis hitting a ball past the diving glove of Merrifield at second, so he's on first. Next batter up is Kevin Pillar, who's going to hit one into the right center field gap. Gentry is able to get to it, but Pillar is fast enough to get it into second and Travis over to third. So second and third with nobody out for Josh Donaldson, as he hits one past Moustakas at third. Had no chance on that one. Both runs come in to score. It's a 2 RBI single for Donaldson, and Toronto has a 2-0 lead. Then with nobody out, runner on first, Justin Smoke grounds into a around-the-horn double play, and then with 2 outs, Grichuk goes down swinging on the fastball, and it's still 2-0. Move things on to the top half of the second. Salvador Perez up with 2 outs, reaches out on that one, hits it over to third, and the throw flies over the head of the first baseman, Smoke. Perez stays at first base, though, so he's on first with 2 outs. Hunter Dozier comes to the plate and just barely gets one fair down the left field line. Perez is going to go into third. That's a double for Hunter Dozier. So runners on second and third with 2 outs. Whit Merrifield swings at the first pitch, and he grounds it out to Tulo at short. So it's still 2-0. Top half of the third, Craig Gentry, ground ball to third. Donaldson once again fires the ball right over Smoke's head, but Gentry's not Perez, so he's able to get into second base. And then when Moustakas came to the plate, a wild pitch got away from Russell Martin, so Gentry's now on third with 1 out, and Mike Moustakas rips one over the head of Smoke into right field, an RBI single off the bat of Moose, and it's now a 2-1 game. Royals are on the board. Bottom half of the third, Kevin Pillar goes down looking on the slider on the outside half. Next batter up is Donaldson. He also goes down looking. And then guess what? The third batter, Justin Smoke, you guessed it, down looking. Strikes out the side from Danny Duffy. Move on to the top half of the fourth, where Hunter Dozier rips one into the left center field gap. It's going to get over the head of the center fielder and off the bottom of the wall. So Hunter Dozier, his second double of the game, and then Whit Merrifield up with 2 outs, and he's going to pop up the first pitch into deep left field. Not deep enough, though. It's still 2-1 as we move on to the bottom half of the seventh with Rafael Montero coming into the game. First batter he faces, hangs a slider over the middle of the plate, and that baby is gone. Randall Grichuk absolutely smoked a ball into the left field seat. It's now a 3-1 game, but Montero did settle in. Now with 1 out, he would strike out Steven Pierce, and then with 2 outs gets a ground ball off the bat of Russell Martin over to third. Moustakas, easy play for him. Move things on to the top half of the eighth now. Moustakas at the plate, and boy oh boy is he hitting one far into the right field seats. An upper deck shot for Moose. His first home run of the 2019 campaign cuts the lead down to 1. It's now a 3-2 game. And now we move on to the bottom of the eighth. Montero still on the mound. Pillar going down swinging. Next batter up is two batters later with the runner on first. It's Justin Smoke. He's also going down swinging. And Montero keeps it at 3-2. Top half of the ninth, Ozuna comes on looking for his first save of the year. Perez rips one into left field for a base knock, so he's on first with 1 out. Next batter up is Hunter Dozier, who does have 2 doubles on the day. Hits a ball in the air yet again, but this one's not going to get deep enough as it's caught by Pillar in center. Next batter up is Merrifield. He's also going to hit a pop fly, and it's also not deep enough. So back-to-back pop-ups, and Roberto Ozuna picks up the save for the Toronto Blue Jays as they secure the victory here on opening day over the Kansas City Royals. Marcus Stroman gets player of the game honors. He went 7 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, struck out 1, only gave up 2 runs, walked no one. On the Toronto side of things, obviously, Grichuk had that monster home run off Montero in the bottom of the 7th. On the Royals side of things, there was Mike Moustakas, who had 2 hits on the day. It was an RBI single and also a solo shot. Hunter Dozier had 2 doubles in his first game of 2019 as a full-time starter for the Royals. Denny Duffy gets the loss. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, but struck out 7. A decent game for him, but he just could not get any run support to top the Blue Jays. As with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Kansas City Royals Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.